But we don't die.
Alright, here we go. Another part. And your physician. Yeah. And we need you to be clinically insane. Well, with final exams coming up, I just might end up taking you up on that offer. The doctor and I continued to joke as we made our way down the long corridor of the institution. So what's Mia's condition like? Similarly better than last week. We managed to get her to come out of her shell a little bit more since your last visit. The other day, a nurse managed to hold a conversation with her for a full 5 minutes before she started to withdraw again. Care to guess what the topic of discussion was? Social economics. Almost. Me. You get a gold star. Wait till I tell mommy. Although, regardless of how much you try to interrupt Mia, Nami, oh, wow. Mia, the truth of the matter is, what she really hangs out for are your visits. It's not easy being popular. Are you still keeping her away from shop objects? Let's just say that she's become very accustomed to eating soft foods. And still no word on her family, I'm guessing. The police managed to track down her birth records, but apparently her parents have been deceased for a few hours now. What about grandparents or aunts or and uncles? The police searched, but there's no other living relatives listed anywhere. What?
They're all dead. I wonder why.
Wait, how can she have no relatives?
They're all dead.
Oh. I don't get it, but there's a plot hole right there.
She killed them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe. I'm not going with yours though. How was she able to pay rent or buy food? How has she survived all this time?
She didn't. She killed everyone.
Her parents took out a life insurance policy shortly after she was born. God! At the time of their death, it accumulated to a considerable amount. More than enough to survive on, especially given she only spent the money on essentials. Does a label maker count as essential? She rents an apartment and had been living there by herself ever since. And she still attended school? That's sensible. If it were me, I'd probably drop out of school and piss away the inheritance on a get-rich-quick scheme or something. You've got to admire her resolve, that's for sure. I'll say. My daughter could learn a thing or two from her. The other day, she spent all of her savings on a new phone, even though she already had a perfectly good phone that I bought her not 1 month earlier. What can I say? We live in a materialistic world. Some kids today just don't know how good they have it. Why, I have half a mind to bring her down here to have a chat with Mia. Really? Maybe she can talk some sense into my daughter, because I sure can't. Yes, Doc. Let the borderline homicidal mental patient talk some sense into your daughter. That will solve everything. For his daughter's sake, I hope this place doesn't have a bring your kid to work day. Okay. If I may ask, how did her parents die? They were flying to Hong Kong for a business seminar when their plane was hit by turbulence and crashed into a mountain. I see. I hate it when that happens. I breathed a short sigh of relief, make sure the doctor didn't hear me. You were worried that she might have had something to do with her death, weren't you? Who, me? Keely, I need to work on my poker face. The doctor chuckled softly. I wondered, could the deaths have been the reason that Mia became how she was? Or could it be that she was already like that before the deaths? Was it my interaction with her that triggered her psychotic break? And exactly when and where did Mia and I allegedly first meet? I had so many questions. But with Mia being the way she was, I was pretty sure that they would never get answered. Finally arrived at her room. Mia, you have a visitor. Without waiting for a reply, the doctor pulled out a key and unlocked the door. Oh, here we go. Enter her,
But all of the walls. Yeah. Oh, you know.
What were you trying to See.
I was gonna be like, the nurse is dead and there's blood all over the walls.
Yeah. There was Mia, standing by the window, staring out at the trees. She made no effort to acknowledge that someone had entered the room. What, no greeting? That's not very nice, Mia. When Mia heard my voice, she immediately spun around and faced us. It's FunnY. FunnY came to visit. She ran over and embraced me, burying her face into my chest. I got scared for a minute there. I thought it might have been someone else. But I'm glad it's you. I was worried you wouldn't come. Hey now, have I ever let you down before?
Don't answer that.
I chuckled and stroked Mia's head. She then glanced at the doctor with her usual face-in-face. This, of course, was nothing new to him. Alright. I can see that you want me to leave. I'll be heading back to my office now. I'll come get you when visiting hours are up, FunnY. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Doc. The doctor smiled one last time and left the room, closing the door behind him. Okay. We remained standing in the same spot for a while. I stared out at the trees while I patiently waited for Mia to finish embracing me. This was a normal scenario whenever I came to visit her. Oftentimes she wouldn't break away from me for a full 20 minutes or so. I guess me not being with her all the time had caused Mia to become deprived of much needed affection that she felt she couldn't get from anybody else.
Bro.
Okay, are you kidding me? That was just my guess. But I'm no physician. I decided that I'd query the doctor about it later. Clearly, your time here has made you a far more social person, Mia. You know, it used to be that you wouldn't so much look at the doctor when he was talking to me. Yeah. Alright, let's get on with it. I don't know what they're feeding you in here, but it looks like it's made you a much friendlier person. FunnY's teasing me. Not at all. Well, not entirely anyway. That was a compliment. Acknowledging other people and interacting with them. The doctor told me about your little chat with one of the nurses. That was very good. It shows that you're getting better. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm proud of you, Mia. FunnY's proud of me? That's right. You're doing good. I stroked Mia's head again. She let out a soft moan and continued to nuzzle my chest. Like father and daughter. Although she deemed to be improving, I knew it would be a long time before Mia was deemed well enough to leave this place. There was also the possibility that she would never fully recover and remain here for the rest of her life. It was a sad thought, but it was still far better than letting her go and risking another violent attack. I couldn't bear the thought of Mia being convicted of murder and getting thrown in jail. Of course, she tries to flee police pursuit and ends up getting shot. Okay, enough of that kind of thought, FunnY. With the way things were, it was clear that she was going to be here for a long time anyway. I put those nasty thoughts out of my head and tried to enjoy my time with her. Will FunnY still come to visit? Huh? If I don't ever go home and I stay here forever, will FunnY still come and visit me? Will you? Did Mia read my mind just then? How did she know what I was thinking about? Maybe because she was embracing me so tightly she was able to detect changes in my heart rate or something. Given the way things had already played out, I wouldn't have been too surprised if she could do that. Dummy. What a stupid question. Of course I will. FunnY! And she took me down to the ground. Mia leapt into my arms and set me flying off my feet. How nostalgic. It was just like the day I first met her. Only this time I was standing in front of her bed, so it was a soft fall. You mean it? Do you really mean it? If I stay here forever, you'll still come and visit me? Forever and ever? If I stop coming, you'd be lonely, right? Yes. I'd be so lonely without FunnY. When FunnY's here, then I don't feel alone anymore. So please keep coming and visit me. Please, FunnY. Don't let me be lonely. Promise? Yeah, promise. She remains the cheerful girl. That's good. We
She
lay
makes it
together.
sound like she's gonna be there forever.
We lay together on the bed and talked until visiting hours were up. In the end, Mia was sad to see me go, but I assured her that I'd be back again next time. Hopefully that made the wait a little more bearable for her. As time passed, it became abundantly clear to the doctors that Mia's condition would not improve anywhere past its current point. Yup, we have reached the epilogue.
Great.
And with that, she became a permanent resident of the institution. Because there is no possible cure until the future. But I remained true to my word and continued to visit her every chance that I got. I even managed to help Mia open up a little more with the doctors and staff. But any conversation that she had with other people would still end up being centered around me. Yep, because the MC is like a magnet for Mia. You get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I've got to the point where I became famous amongst the orderly as the Mia Whisperer. Like I said, it's not easy being popular. After I graduated from school, I moved into an apartment close to the institution. I got a job as a convenience store clerk in town, and would continue to visit Mia on my days off. As a result, the two of us grew closer together. I never did manage to get an answer to my question as to where the two of us apparently first met, but with the amount of time that the two of us spent together, it hardly seemed to matter anymore, and in time, I forgot all about it. All I remembered was that on my first day attending my new school, I met a strange girl who tried to kill me, but then she got help, and we became a couple. I guess that man who saved my life was right. I really did have strange taste in women. I was in love with the Yandere. My little Yandere-chan. Mia. Funny. I love you. Or in other words, funny. Daisuke. Happy end.
That was easy. I got a happy end. We got a happy end on the first try.
Yeah, credits. The game is made by, and I didn't look at the credits. Well, I can look at the video later. So, yeah, that was the game called Yandere-chan, but I am not going to end this series here.
We're gonna go back and get every single ending, right?
Yeah, we have to go back in every single ending. I don't get it about the good ending. I mean, is that it? Why can't they ever hold a wedding inside the
That's a happy ending.
Why can't they ever hold a wedding and a happy ending?
I don't know.
They became a couple, right?
Yeah, maybe they did. They just didn't show it.
Maybe they hold a wedding because she's a permanent resident at the mental hospital. They probably yes, a wedding and
Where's the ending where she's not in a mental asylum?
I don't really remember.
That would be a nice one.
Yeah. Let's see. My thoughts about it before I leave, because I have about like 30 more seconds. It's a decent game. It's one thing to make sure to keep the sound down a little bit, but not too much, and the music too. And it's a little too scary, but not too much, unless you have a phobic for that. Yonder is. Yeah, about the Fallout reference, I might record a series of Fallout 1, 2, and 3 in New Vegas, maybe. So yeah, so this is me, FunnY here. I hope you enjoy. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you later.
Bye.